Bam. Don't see many fish here, guys. This is the dock I fished. I was in this dock in the last couple videos. I stopped here. It's a busy day on the lake. It's a weekend. It's actually a Sunday afternoon, and it's pushing 2 o'clock. I thought, well, shoot, I left house at 1:30. It's 1:55, and I've done traveled a little ways. Now, that's a male fish. Bam. The sub. This is Aqua. Color's called Aqua. And sub. Sub's a good little bait, guys. I sell some. Some of y'all guys that buy them have commented back to me. It's a sleeper. You like it? You know, I said this to somebody the other day. They said, you got a lot of nice baits. A local person. He asked me about a couple things, and he said, you got a lot of good baits. They catch fish. They work. I'm catching them from my dock. I'm catching them from the boat. So forth. He said, he was mentioning different ones. He's got a mixture of stuff. I make kits, guys. Sometimes I make little kits and I put little odd and end stuff in them for all the local people that for them. And so I don't know what all he's fished got in that kit, but he's got a little bit of everything in there, a lot of different colors. And he said, hey, they all work. That's a small one. I had to move, guys, from that spot. Traffic got so bad. I'm in the back of a creek now, and it's not much better. 3 pontoons just come by. I don't know. I think a lot of people ride around, and they just ride in places they've never been just to see what it looks like. See if the new houses going up, and because I hear them pointing and talking. Look at that. Look at this one. I think that's what they're doing. So it's hard to hide from weekend traffic. I think there's just a school of small ones here. They didn't look real big when I seen them on the live scope. I came to the side of the boathouse because the opening's bigger. And as boats come by, they push me toward the dock. Here I'm against the bank. And bam. Number 3 is the wind's blowing straight into the dock. Well, he's got a little bit more shoulders on him. Well, he's nicer. Oh, he got off, guys. That was a good crappie. He's like at least 10 inches, maybe 11. I'm throwing the sub, as you know, and I got a piece of his skin on him. He got off, I got a little piece of his skin on there. This is a 1/48 ounce jig head. It's a size 6 hook. You can see he come to the surface. Now, I heard somebody asked this question on Crappie Connection the other night, last week. And they said, how do you keep crappie from coming to the surface and throwing your bait? It seemed like when they come to the surface and shake their head like that one did, they lose your bait. Well, once they come out of the water and get their mouth out of the water, they can flop that bait around, you know, get that hook come loose. If it's all the way through his lip, they're not going to throw it. But if it's just skin hooked, that's how they're doing it. And I think Brad's answer was, keep them coming. Keep the pressure on them. And he's right. I got 2-pound test just like that. See, I got him on top of the water. I just scooped him. He doesn't have a chance if you do. That's how I used to do bass, guys. I used to fish bass tournaments. Once you get a fish going, bass going, and get him to the surface, that's why the pros drill them so hard. Once they get him to the surface, and they just drill them across top of the surface, they don't get to fight as much, right? It's harder for them to shake that head. And that was all the way through him. He wasn't going to throw that one. He's right at 10 inches, I would say. All right. Again, I said this in the last video, and I caught a 15-inch crappie. I think one or 2 videos back. I said this time of year it's hard to catch a big fish. And 2 fish later, I caught one over 15. If there's a 15-incher under here, it'll be a bonus. But I want to say, after catching a couple of these, most of them are going to be 8 to maybe 11-incher back there. And summertime, I'll take that. I kept the camera on. I like this school. They might not. Boy, he's good. Gosh, he's everywhere. Wish y'all could seen that. He come up through the. He looked like he was chasing something, buddy. He was fired up. Water's 72. It was 69 here. Like we'll say, it was 69 yesterday. He's about at 10 inches. And say, I don't mind that size. That's a fun size, right? You know, like a little pack of M&Ms you get, fun size? That's what that is. That's fun size. All right, on back under there. I'm letting it sink. It's 1/48, okay? I gave it about a couple seconds there. Should be about 2.5, 3 foot deep. I don't want it very deep. I see my line jump. Something bumped it there. There you go. Bam. See my line jump? And I waited a second till I seen it pull a little bit. It's 11 foot right here, so. And see, I got him moving. I'm just gonna keep him moving. 2 pound test. You can force them like that for 2 pound test, right? That's right. Look, guys, I've had people comment to me, I would never use 2 pound test. How do you ever get any fish in? This is 2 pound test. This is 2 pound test. Bass Pro Eternity Tough, 2 pound test. And it's just as tough as probably a 4 pound test. There you go. Hey, another fun size one. All right, next cast. This one's smaller. They are fired up. They're fighting hard. I'm going to correct that. I looked down at my spool and went, Dennis, you don't have the Bass Pro on. I've been using Bass Pro. I did change this about a month ago and forgot about it. This is SOS. This is only 2 things I have in 2 pound test. That's why I got the Bass Pro Shop Tournament Tough 2 pound. All right, and somebody gave it to me. And this is SOS. It's by Leland Lures. Okay, it's called SOS. I have it in 2 and 4. This is 2 pound. I put 4 and everything. I keep 2 pound on this rod. I do that so I can throw these small baits. Guys, if you take a heavy line, it's 1/48. As far as I can throw it. That's about 30 feet. Try that with 6 pound test. You know, a 1/48 and a small bait, you're not going to throw it this far. Small diameter line. See how, look here, it's like thread. See how limp it is? Small diameter lines comes off your spool easier. A lot of people say, why are you using 2 pound test? This rod I got set up for 2 pound test, and I throw 1/16 one if I have to. But I love it because it casts better. In the wintertime, I'll find schools of crappie. I can get 35, 40 feet from them, cast out past them with a 1/32. I can cast about 50, 55 feet. I can cast out past them, let it sink, bring it to them. Right? That's why I like it. Do I use 4? Yeah. These my other reels have 4 on it. And I have 1. I don't have it with me today. Yeah, I do. Right here it is. I got 1 with 6 on it. If I'm fishing around brush piles and that type of thing. Right now, I got a 3-inch minnow on it. That's right. When there's 3-inch minnows on it on a jig head. There must be a pile on the back of this size. This one's probably 9. Alright guys, I'm hard on them. I'm catching this one after another. I've done something a little different this time. I've got it going this way. Instead of the tail being flat this way, I've got the tail straight up and down. So when you move it, it swims this way. This little tail moves so easy. Just the wind blowing right now is making it move. So that gives it plenty of action. Bam, guys. Caught one off a piece of trash here. It's about 4 on a piece of trash. Tree, you see it's on a steep bank where a tree fell in the water. I fished it before, I knew it was here. And I'm gonna net this one. Oh yeah, he's not bad. And I threw over there and I see the poor fish there. Open his mouth. He rose right up there after he had to have it. There you go. He's not a bad one. He's not a bad one. Hook went all the way through on him. So, is that red hook sticking through there? Again, this is some jig heads somebody gave me. Some people send me stuff sometimes. And this been, gosh, it's probably been 3 or 4 years ago. And I label some of it. Somebody gets past me before I get a chance to label it and I get it in my tackle box. But they've been great. The little 48th ounce ones. I tore my jig. Tore my jig that time, guys. I done caught a bunch of fish. All in that same one, though. I'm just gonna cut them all in that same one. I think I done it in that time. I done it trying to get that hook out. You ever do that? He's probably 11 and a quarter. There you go. This is called Aqua, the color. So there you go, guys. This is called the sub. They're on the site. They're in quite a few colors. If you haven't checked them out, you hear me mention them right often. I've heard other people mention them. Comments. I think I mentioned earlier in the video that Donnie made a comment. He's been catching them on the fathead, chartreuse color. I made a video about that a couple weeks ago, didn't I? The fathead and the chartreuse. This is the fathead. It's 1.5 inches. This one was chartreuse. It's been laying on my dash and then lost its color. I lay them up there sometimes and I forget about them. They lay there for a week or two and sun bleeds them out. But that color is, I don't want to lay that net back on that mess, rods. That color is called Aqua. And there's Virginia shad, there's banana pepper, there's orange, OJ. I can't think of what all colors is in it. Match one to the color of the water you're fishing. If you're fishing water like this, got a light stain to it. Visibility right here now is like 2.5 foot. Aqua would be great. If you're fishing clear water, I think it's mealtime. If you're fishing clear water, I think Rodney commented today, he's been killing them on mealtime LC shad. Yep, he's fishing pretty clear water. They don't have to be super clear. At least 1.5 to 2 foot, and it's good to go. Okay, it'll take them in lightly stained water to real clear water. Mealtime. It's in that color too, so it's something there to match it. When the fishing's tough and you can't get a bite, you ain't gonna beat the little 1.5 1.25 bait. I'm telling you, it's got a decent sized body, got that little tail that moves good. Lake Country Baits, guys, where it's at. There's a lot of there's 23 different body shapes on there and over 80 colors. A lot of stuff on sale. Filled the order this morning. The guy bought a lot of the sale stuff. There's stuff from $1.99. That's right. There's stuff from $1.99. There's a lot of stuff. There's fatheads on sale for $3.99, $3.49. Stuff that I have a lot of that hadn't been moving as fast. I put them on sale. Need to get rid of some of that stuff. Get it down. I got so much inventory. Trying to get it down. I've been saying this a lot in some of the videos. A lot of stuff's on sale. Just trying to get my inventory down. So y'all check it out. Thank y'all for watching Lake Country Baits. Thank you for watching Lake Country Baits. Duh. Thank y'all for watching Fishing Lake Country. See y'all next time.